Hello, Living North. Welcome back to the first KNET show of the 1920 school year. I'm Megan Hammond.
And I'm Jay. We've got tons of super exciting stuff in store for you guys this year.
Your KNET News starts now.
This is your emergency broadcast system. Your KNET News starts now.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10,
Pledge of Allegiance.
Now for today's announcements. The college fair will be on September 10th, 2019 from 6:30 to 8. There will be lots of colleges and post-secondary schools. So for those taking that route, make sure to sign up in the top 5 email.
I've always loved the college fair. It's always helped me out a lot. Been super helpful. I get like newsletters and stuff from them, keeping me updated. My fellow seniors, there's a mandatory senior meeting this Friday, August 30th in the PAT. The last names A through K will meet during second hour, L through Z meet during third hour. If for whatever reason you're gone that day, a makeup meeting will be on the 6th. They'll be discussing all post-secondary schools, so anything covering college.
We definitely have a bit of first show jitters, guys, not even gonna lie. Anyway, for those interested in a career in healthcare or human services, make sure to sign up for Breakfast with the Experts on September 18th from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is an opportunity to meet with real people in these careers. So again, make sure to sign up in the top 5 email. And we had something very exciting happen last week. Let's see what Justin has to say about it.
Yeah, so last Thursday, KNBC 9 News came to band practice, and we had to get up early and everything. So here's a video for more information. Thursday, August 22nd, KNBC 9 News came to marching band practice. Let's take a look.
This morning we had the opportunity to be on Channel 9 News as they're doing a Band Together promotion and going around to all different high schools throughout the Kansas Metro and highlighting and recognizing the teachers. Well, they did a flyover with the helicopter first, get some aerial shots of the band that was on the marching band field. And then they came down and Johnny Rollins did an interview with our band director, Mr. Fuller. And then we did a little cheer and called it a day. But just an opportunity to highlight the teachers that all showed up there, and they gave us all a mug and a pat on the back.
Emma's free.
I know.
Go. For students who do not have reliable access to the internet at home, LPS is partnering with Sprint to give us hotspots for those students. For those who would like to be a part of this program, contact Dr. Allard and Miss Megan Moms.
This Friday will be the first ever freshman tailgate sponsored by Link. This will take place before the football game on Friday and starts at 5:30. They will have pizza, soda, games, and music, and it's a great opportunity for you new freshmen to get involved in school.
That's definitely something I wish I would have had as a freshman. It just sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think it definitely sets a precedent of how our school spirit's going to be this year. You guys have really been showing out, especially like the Jamboree.
The Jamboree was crazy. A blackout, it was amazing. Student section was completely filled to the top. I couldn't have asked for a better student section.
I was actually really sad because I had to work, but I saw how much fun it was on Snapchat and Instagram and everything like that. And we have a super big announcement for you guys in sports, so let's head over to Madison Garrett with your North Nation Sports Report.
2, 1. What's up, North Nation? I'm Garrett Lynn.
And I'm Madison Gabbert. Welcome to the first sports show of the year.
We're going to kick the year off by talking about football, as they had our Jamboree at our very own Zaxby's Field on Friday.
The Eagles competed against Ray Peck, Harrisonville, and Lee Summit in preparation for their first game this coming Friday.
The Eagles' offense looked very ready as they scored 6 times in just 36 plays, and the defense only allowed 2 touchdowns over the same time.
The Eagles will take on Lee Summit North this Friday at home.
Now let's head over to Rance in the corner with some very exciting news.
Thanks, Garrett. The big news is that North Nation Media is now officially partnered with ESPN, thanks to Niles Media, to broadcast both our football and basketball games on ESPN3. So if you don't make one of the games, be sure to catch our games on ESPN3. Garrett, how does it feel to be playing in front of a national audience?
It feels really cool, Rance. I personally have family that's in Indiana and St. Louis, and they can't make it to every single one of the games. So now they can watch it wherever they're at, and that's really beneficial for them because I know they like watching the games. And we're very excited as a broadcasting group here because we will be the first school in the area to broadcast a game on ESPN this Friday.
So moving on to Saturday, both volleyball and soccer had a scrimmage as they prepare for their first games this week, as well as softball.
We'll have more on them later in the week, but that wraps up our first sports show of the year. We'll be back on Thursday with more. I'm Garrett Lynn.
And I'm Madison Gabbert. Hey John, you're working replay Friday on ESPN. How do you feel about that?
What's going on, guys? I'm John Harris, and Madison, yes, I'm super excited for this Friday for ESPN3 hosting Liberty North and all their football games. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Speaking of new things, let's head over to Grace with a video talking about all the new things that are coming to you this school year.
Going into the new school year, there has been some new changes and rules being implemented. I'm Grace Libby, and I interviewed some faculty members to get more information about that.
Hi, I'm Dr. Camp. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Liberty North High School. We have a lot of changes made this year. We have pretty much a new administrative team. Position of Dr. Kurth is our principal now, and we've hired 2 new assistant principals, Dr. Lee Allen and Mr. Brandon McCoy. Halls have changed a little bit for students. We have modified our practice with regards to hats. Students are allowed to wear them in the hallways as long as faces are visible. Other changes with regards to the hallways. We do require students to have a pass if they're going to travel between classes. And that's just to make sure that hallways are kept clear. So we're trying to minimize interruptions to classes. We want to make sure that students have a chance to come here to learn the things they need to learn for their classes. And so keeping students with passes in the hallway helps hopefully keep some of that unnecessary disruption down. Outside food deliveries were becoming an issue. So things like Grubhub and DoorDash, those folks are going to be turned away at the door, not allowed to make deliveries here. If you call a parent and have a parent deliver food for you, the student will come down to the office. They'll eat it here in the office. They're not allowed to take food into the building that's been delivered from outside, and the student would receive an unverified absence for the class period they miss to come down to the office.
I'm Mrs. Black, and I teach science.
Kurt Gates, Liberty North Social Studies Department.
I actually like a lot of the new changes. I think there's good and bad to both of them. I think it's boosting morale, it's boosting consistency, and some of them are well needed.
I think overall it's going to help with limiting the number of disruptions in the hallway. A lot of the teachers, when you had students, especially during fifth hour, kind of roaming the halls, eating lunch in various places, it could become disruptive. So I think that's going to be one way that the learning environment will be better for all teachers.
These changes haven't affected my classroom too much, but however, the one that has is the passes. Don't get me wrong, love that there's not kids in the hallway all the time. That was getting a little too crazy. But the having to write out a pass for the bathroom, it's a little difficult. It takes away instruction time. It just makes it a little bit more difficult and longer for the student. So I wish we could still have those laminated passes that say, I'm going to the bathroom and this is my hallway or my room I came from.
It is a really great time to be an Eagle here at Liberty North. We have a lot of change, and I know change can be scary, but change can also be really good. I think that you're going to be really proud of your school if you're not already proud to be an Eagle.
That's all for today's show, but tomorrow we have a competition for you guys. Jay, do you want to tell them a bit about it?
Okay, so you guys remember the spirit stick that came around from the assemblies? Seniors got it right now. So throughout the year, we're going to be having class competitions to where the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors will all be going against each other in like minute-to-win-it type games to be able to get points and do all kinds of fun stuff. And then by the time the telethon comes around, someone will get a prize based on what class wins. Tomorrow we have our very first competition between all classes. We'll have you guys come down to the studio and play What Am I Drinking? The representatives chosen for tomorrow were Kinsley, Anthony, Caitlin, William, Ashton Overby, Chance, Tasha. They'll each have to guess what's in the smoothie. Whoever guesses the most accurately wins a point for the grade, very much like Harry Potter. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year will get a prize. Make sure to check out our Twitter and vote on what class you think is going to win.
All right, until tomorrow, we will catch you on the north side.